Hey guys! I am shopping downtown for round 2 of prom dress shopping with my friend Morgan. We're gonna bring you along, give you some ideas and tips as we go. Thanks guys! Okay guys, this is Morgan's first pick of the day. And one thing that Morgan was really looking for was something with a classic cut. So in this dress, we have a very 60s style cut / 90s style cut that's definitely coming back, pretty popular. So it's a little bit higher in the neck here, coming up higher, but it has some very modern twists to it. In the back, we have a bit of a keyhole here, and a nice lace see-through back, which is really nice, a little bit more modern, flattering, especially because Morgan is so tiny. And then we have the natural waistline hitting on Morgan, which is going to make her look the tiniest and the curviest, whereas if she had an empire waist, it would be good for some, but because she is so curvy, she's a little bit of a hair shape, a little bit smaller on top, which with this waistline, it's really defined, she's super tiny, so definitely here is a good spot. And the pleating here, going straight down, gives her a nice long silhouette, making her look a lot longer, which is great. This nice periwinkle blue is also really bringing out her eyes, especially with color. Especially with the hint of aqua kind of color. Definitely pulling out her skin tone and her eyes very, very well. So yay to the first try! Alright, Margaret? Hey guys! Okay, we are outside your typical crazy prom dress shop, but with these wide selections you can usually find something. So we're gonna go try on a couple dresses, see how Morgan feels, and see what we can get. Alright, let's go! Alright guys, we are in the prom dress stores. You can see by the hundreds of dresses behind me. And to not rule everything out, we're gonna slip Morgan into something a little more traditional just to see how she feels about it. So we slipped Morgan into something super southern style, big ball gown. She's got this shiny beaded top, the cinched in waist, and the very large ball gown bottom. Filled with tulle, a couple layers of satin on top. It was really fun to slip her into though, just to see her reaction because she had never thought of herself in this style of a dress. The beading was beautiful, but I will warn you that if you ever try on a beaded top or a sequined top of a dress, especially sequins, you may risk having some pain throughout the night with your arm rubbing. I don't know if people really tell you that, but I've had a few experiences that by the end of the night with dancing, you will be in a little bit of pain. Also, with this many layers and a wood floor, it definitely led to some static. So the layers started bunching and she started clinging to the floor, which wasn't very fun. Soft fabric though, but not the best idea for an evening out. You would have some awkward bunching going on. I'm sure you could fix it with a little bit of static spray, but it's just another hassle that you'd have to keep in mind. So unless you loved it, I wouldn't always go for something like that. But gave her such a nice little hourglass figure shape because of the cinched in waist with a little bit of ruching there, but hitting the right spot, hitting for her natural waistline and at the empire waistline with underneath the beading. Then heading to the back corner of the room where we had asked a sales lady if there had been a high neck dress, we found this little gem. The one that Morgan surprisingly fell in love with. Similar to the first dress we tried on, but a little bit more glitz, a little bit more glam, very Grecian in style with the natural waistline and the chiffon pleating going down. We were actually super surprised at how amazing this dress turned out, and I'm so glad to say that we found such a flattering dress as well as something that Morgan was so ready to back because of the glitz that it gave, and yet she found the thing that made her feel comfortable. So without looking back, we headed towards the register with her new prom dress. Guys, so we tried on a few dresses. Surprisingly quickly, we've come up with one. So Miss Morgan has finally chosen her dress. We just have some alterations to do, a little bit higher than the price point we wanted to reach, but if anything, you've got to have some give and take. You give yourself a budget, but then you can work around it if you find something you love. So yay, we've got a prom dress, and now we just have to do the accessories and some makeup. So a few more things to go, but prom season is coming our way. We'll talk to you guys soon, and until then, bye!